breaks, we're going to go the first 2 timeouts or whatever breaks they give us every set.
Okay.
So if you see the cue for the break,
Okay.
you can go ahead and start.
Perfect.
You can say,
Perfect.
we're going to go to break.
I'll give you an out and say,
In case I don't catch it.
yeah, I'll give you looks like a timeout on the floor called by Rocky Mountain College. We'll, and they're going to do the first 15 point. When a team gets 15, that's when they're going to take that first one.
If they haven't used the timeout.
Yep.
So if they've already used the timeout, we won't go there.
Perfect.
You guys got it all worked out? Okay, cool. Defenses and everything?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Awesome. I'm hot. So you guys are good.
Yeah, in the words of Leslie Nielsen, good luck, and we're all counting on you.
We'll make her work. Let me know. They're gonna come down and do the handheld for here.
Yeah.
Me and Adele. Okay. Great.
It's the game of the week, brought to you by the Montana Chevy Dealers. And sponsored by the Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi, and Opportunity Bank.
And the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Today's been good. I'm getting there.
People with mental health disorders who smoke can die 8 to 25 years earlier than the general population.
No more sitting on the fence. It's time to quit smoking.
Smoking can interfere with recovery and make psychiatric medicines less effective.
I'm taking the right steps toward my physical and mental well-being.
The Quit Line can help for a happier and healthier tomorrow.
I'm finally getting there.
We've been around for a while now, 100 years in fact, and in that time, we've weathered some storms, seen some changes. And while that's no small feat, at Opportunity Bank, we don't measure success in time. We measure it by the impact we've made. We measure it by the success of the families, communities, and businesses we've served. After all, to us, there's no better investment than the people of Montana. We're celebrating our 100th year in business, and we're calling it the Big 100. It's a celebration of this community, the good people who live here, and the businesses we've helped build across 100 years. We've been serving Montanans to the very best of our ability for the past century. And this year, we plan to tell 100 stories, share 100 lessons, and give 100 gifts. Here's to the next 100 years.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Ryan and Adele Johnson joining you for the Frontier Conference Tournament Championship match, and really excited to be here today, broadcasting the game here on SWX as part of their Montana Chevy Dealers Game of the Week. Adele, talking about Frontier Conference, it's a conference full of upsets, a lot of really high-quality play, and yesterday was a complete indication of that. Lots of upsets. We have two teams here. Montana Western came into the conference tournament championship with 2 conference wins, and all of a sudden they find themselves playing here on Saturday afternoon. What do you think of that?
I just think they caught fire. You know, once a team gets momentum, and I've heard this conference is really tight, once that team gets momentum, it's pretty much anybody's game or match at that point.
Very much it was. Montana Western, they actually picked up their first tournament win since 2013. Before that, their tournament wins didn't date back until 2002. So catching fire at the right time, they're ready to go. They're warming up here at Kelvin Sampson Court. Really excited to bring you the match today. I think Rocky Mountain College, who's off to our left here, they knew they were going to be here, or at least they thought they were going to be here. It's the number 2 overall seed coming into the tournament, ended up winning the tiebreaker against Montana Tech in the conference standings as the season rolled out, finishing with a 8-2 overall record. They knew they were going to be playing on Saturday, or they planned to play on Saturday. They didn't tip off until the late match last night at 7 o'clock, which is more like 7:40. Ended up getting out of here about 9:45. Got to turn around and rebound. What do you think for Rocky is really important for them today?
I think it's important just for them to stick to their game. They keep doing what they did during the conference because obviously they had a lot of success in what they were doing. As far as Western, they just need to stay on fire. They need to keep the momentum going. They have to be so excited to actually make it to the championship game after, their season record. It's incredible.
Right. Well, and volleyball is such a game of momentum. We'll see how that momentum plays out as the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears and the Montana Western Bulldogs bring it back here for Frontier Conference Tournament Championship action after this.
There's something different here, in the air and in the attitude. It's the tight-knit community, complemented by bigger thinking and even bigger innovation. It's high-tech labs with sweeping Rocky Mountain views. It's a place where research, innovation, and ideas are matched by an understanding of why it all matters in the first place. Here at Montana Tech, you can realize your potential, fuel your passion, and find your path. Join us.
Now's the time to get into Butte Auto and custom build your own ride just the way you want it. Choose from 9 brands and compare them all at one location. Don't wait. Take advantage of our VIP appointment or stay where you are and shop easily from ButteAuto.com. At Butte Auto, we believe in exceptional service and an easy buying process. Easy buying process. Contact one of our 4 dealerships and custom build your next ride at Butte Auto today.
Since before the birth of America, the Army National Guard has stood ready to answer the call to defend and protect the nation. Army National Guard soldiers share in an enduring commitment to serve their state in times of crisis and defend their nation in times of conflict. The men and women of the Army National Guard serve part-time in their own communities and have a stake in its continued security. To learn all about the benefits of becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com.
Education that works. That's our purpose. But it's more than a purpose. It's a promise. A promise that your education is about more than a piece of paper. It's about a career. Learn more at msun.edu.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, once again as we finish up the national anthem here at Kelvin Sampson Court. Adele, just so excited to be here today and be broadcasting the first Frontier Conference Tournament Championship match on SWX, and a great environment here for Frontier Conference Volleyball. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I do too. You can feel the excitement in the air here, and I'm looking forward to a really good game.
It should be a great match. We'll talk a little bit about how the teams got here as they introduce the starting lineups. You know, Montana Western defeated number 3 Carroll College in 5 sets. That 5th set going. As we continue to work our way through our starting lineups now for Montana Western, the Bulldogs, you know, they caught fire. They started off with Fritz, Smith, Vogel, Kirk, Kopp, Martin, and Goddard, and those starting lineups brought to you by the Montana Tobacco Quit Line. You can access all that information on the Quit Line by 1-800-QUIT-NOW. But these starters for Montana Western, they caught fire at the right time, winning that 5th set against Carroll, 16-14 in a real slugfest. And then for the second match of the evening, the 5 o'clock match, they defeated Montana Tech 3-1. Now to look at your Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears, the starting lineups for them will go this way. Bushman, Oakland, Nez, Wolf, Seeley, Ark, and Embry. Again, brought to you by Montana Quit Line. The Battling Bears, they are coached by a phenomenal coach and a former phenomenal standout player in Yang Yang. She was a 2-time All-American. She's got a 68-50 overall record in 4 seasons. She was a Frontier Conference Player of the Year, the Region Player of the Year. She tallied 1,000 career kills in just 2 years for Rocky Mountain College and helped them win a pair of tournament championships, and she's going to try and do that today as the head coach. Should be a great match to watch today. This Rocky team, they played inspired volleyball yesterday, winning 3-0 over MSU Northern, who was the 4 seed, and then they defeated Providence in the nightcap, the late one, that had started about 7:45, and that was a 5-set thriller. They ended up hitting 163 against the Argos, and watching them warm up, they really have the ability to put the ball away.
Oh, they absolutely do. You can't tell that they played several matches yesterday. They are fired up, ready to go. They are not tired. They're in it to win it.
There's no chance to be tired when it comes to tournament time. And there's two teams that really model that. Rocky with the late start last night. Western running the gauntlet yesterday, knocking off some higher-ranked teams. This one should be a great one to enjoy today, and I'm just so happy to have you along with us. Got to introduce you, too, as a Montana Tech. Your team just went in the Hall of Fame about 3 weeks ago, that 88 volleyball team. Talk a little bit about that and how special that weekend was.
Oh, that was an incredible weekend. All but 3 of us actually made it back to Butte from the 1988 team, to include our coaches. Just a phenomenal weekend. You know, we got to go to the football game. We had of course, the banquet, the dinner, and then getting introduced at the volleyball game was extra special. And to actually meet the Montana Tech girls volleyball team, that was just an awesome experience.
It was something special, something really fun to be a part of and to witness. And I think the one takeaway that I think a lot of the 88 team members had was just the high caliber of volleyball that we have, and that'll be on display today.
Absolutely.
Montana Western will be back to serve to start things off. That's Kaylee Fritz with the first service. They'll set this one up on the far side, and a big swing and a down ball scored by Bella Bryan. Bryan really played well yesterday for Rocky in that nightcap. Finished with 13 kills, hit the ball at a really high efficiency. And the Battling Bears will be set to serve for the first time today. Ayla Embry plays the libero. And Brooke Ark will have the service. Dug out by the Bulldogs. Set up and a tip ball. Good dig by Embry. Good things happen when we mention your name. As a big swing by the Bulldogs, and Peyton Vogel scores the kill. She had 12 kills last night, so picking up right where she left off. The Bulldogs will head back to serve as this is your game of the week. Look at your Pepsi replay. Boy, just a good attack there. Rocky gets started once again. Big swing on the right side. Battling Bears will keep it alive and send it over on a 3-ball. This one back up, set to the far side. Good swing, dug out by Ark. And now a swing from the far side, and Lovett is right there with the block.
That was a perfect block. They read that all the way, sealed the net, and got that down ball.
Coach Lovett's team really well coached. She was calling for that block there, going, hey, they're going to try and hit middle. As Rocky caught a little bit unaware by the service there. They'll set it up, and a big swing from the near side. That one will find its way down. Kaylee Kopp able to score that one. Kopp, a redshirt junior out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And coincidentally, she actually went to Rocky Mountain High School. So familiar with the name. Now they're the opponent. Serve is over. Set up to the middle, and scoring it from the middle is number 22, Rhiannon Nez. Nez had a really strong match at the net yesterday. Didn't tally an outrageous number of kills, but really was active on the blocks and got her hands involved on a lot of plays. Now back to serve for the Battling Bears, Lainey Wilkins. This one set up to the far side, dug out and out of play, as that one went a little bit past the net, nearly into the scorer's table.
That was a great effort to try to bring that back before it went out.
Western is going to bring in their star server. That's Elise Palmer. Elise Palmer, originally from Flagstaff, Arizona. She's a freshman for Coach Lovett's squad. Send this one up and over, and it's going to be a service ace there for Elise Palmer. It's a good way to start a run, to start a match, as the Bulldogs have built themselves a 5-2 lead here in this first set. Your scoreboard brought to you by Opportunity Bank. Set up to the far side, big swing. They'll dig it out. That was Palmer with the dig, and going to call Montana Western with the double there. Just a little bit awkward on the setup.
It was just a bit.
Got to compliment our Frontier Conference officiating crew today. They were here bright and early watching film on yesterday's matches, getting set and ready to go for today's match. That's Gilder with the serve, and a service ace for the Battling Bears as they carve their way back into this one. They just trail by 1, 5-4, Bulldogs leading. Gilder set to serve again. This one dug out by the Bulldogs. Set up high and in the middle, and able to put that one away is Danielle Martin. She's a middle blocker from McAllister, Montana. That's right here in our neck of the woods. Went to Ennis High School. Former Ennis Mustang gets on the score sheet as the Bulldogs will send this back over in a back and forth affair. Big swing on the back set, and that one is just a little bit long. No touch. They were looking to call for it. A big swing and a near put away there by Taylor Wolf. Boy, at 6'3", she really jumps out of the gym.
Boy, she does. If that set would have been just a little closer to the net, I think she would have had a better chance for a kill on that one.
We're going to go back to the left side, and the big swing and the score for Rocky Mountain College. That's going to be McKenna Bushman. She finished last night with 11 kills. This is a Rocky team. Yeah, they had 4 players in last night's match register in double digits on the kill column.
Wow, that's incredible. That's hard to beat a team that does that.
Well, just so balanced at attack and attacking from every angle. And you'll see this Frontier Conference Championship match that teams they're deep, they're talented at this level, especially playing on Saturday afternoon. Western calling for a touch there, and they're not going to get one as that one sailed out of bounds. Point goes to the Battling Bears on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. That's Brett's back to serve for Rocky. This one dug out. Western will set to the near side here, play at the net, and it was blocked, and the point going.
They read that all day, all day.
They knew which side that one was going to. Brett's still back to serve. She's a junior out of Orofino. Has good swing there, and that one will get away from him. As Western taking some momentum here and still holding on to that lead. Substitution coming in for the Bulldogs. That's going to be Katie Casagrande. She's a Missoula Sentinel Spartan and a senior for these Western Bulldogs. Casagrande's serve is up into the back row. Set up to the left side. It's blocked at the net. Battling Bears will give it another try. Back over across the top. A good dig there by Embry. Set it up to the middle, and Western will keep this ball alive. Impressive play by the Bulldogs. The tip ball is going to score it, as that's Jazzy Smith.
That was perfect placement. They were on their heels. She put it directly to the middle and got the kill.
Casagrande set to serve once again. Bulldogs with this 9-7 lead. Set up to the near side, played into the back row. Western will have the attack now. A good follow and a great diving effort there by the Battling Bears, as that was Brett's keeping that one alive. Embry will dig this one up, set it up at the net, far side, big swing, and it's going to go out of bounds off the block. Point going to Bella Bryan. Bryan is a Billings product, played at Skyview High School. And I know the roster says she's only 5'9", but she plays much taller than that.
She has some leaps for sure.
Embry now, the captain on the floor, and the libero sets it into the back row. Big swing by the Bulldogs, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Point goes to Jazzy Smith and the Western Bulldogs.
She read the block was there and had an excellent tool right off of their block to get that point.
Dueling liberos here as Western's libero, Kelsey Goddard, will step back to serve. Dug out by Gilder. Swing on the near side. Back up. They'll set it to the middle. Good swing there by Bogle. As that one's going to find the line, and they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds off of Western, and the point goes to the Battling Bears. It just seems like neither team can really get in too much of a run right now. to start this contest is a 10-9 on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Set to the middle, and Vogel will put that one away. And good timing on the set to the middle.
Again, that middle on the defensive end seems to be wide open, and they're going to keep tipping there all day.
Fritz back to serve for the Bulldogs. Dugout set up, little miscommunication, and the Battling Bears, it was like a pop fly in the infield. Everybody's looking at each other going, who's going to go after it?
That's a terrible feeling when you're a player.
There's unfortunately no infield fly rule in college volleyball. As another serve for Western. That's a good serve, caught him off guard.
Oh.
And a big swing there. Another one. Bella Bryan, she is feeling it. See on this Pepsi replay, boy, just paints the corner, puts it right in that back line. Tough to stop.
Absolutely is, especially when you have that number 5 player pulled up on defense. That back corner is open.
Arc with the serve and then with the dig as Western attacks. Now Rocky trying to follow up. Embry's going to keep it alive. They'll send it back over on the 3-ball. Setting up the back set to the far side. That one blocked back towards Jordan Olson. Now she'll go with the tip ball. Set up. And a big swing off the hands. Boy, a lot of power behind that one out of Kyra Oakland. Oakland just elevates there, able to hit it off the top of the hands and sends it out of bounds. As Arc will step back to serve once again, trying to knot this thing up on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Rocky has yet to take the lead, as this one is going to be called another double. That one whistled against Kaylee Fritz. How important is a good serve to throwing off the timing of the opposing team?
Oh, it's absolutely crucial. You know, if you can get a good serve, get the other team stumbling backwards, not giving their setters something to work with. Their setters get run all over the floor.
Yeah, kind of the quarterback of your offense, and if the setter has to go chase it, most likely the set isn't going to be in the spot that they plan. As that set was just a little bit low, again getting Western to run, as Vogel, you know, I don't know if that ball got above the tape on the set.
It sure didn't look like it.
Arc back to serve again, as Rocky has found the lead here. Good set to the near side, and wow, what a big block. A big block there, as the Battling Bears take the 14-12 lead here on your SWX Game of the Week. This one set up as Rocky will keep it alive. Embry back up to the far side, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And the point goes to Peyton Vogel and Montana Western. So we'll take it to the far side as Western will serve here, trailing 14-13. This one goes up and over. Set to the back row. Now they'll set it up near side. Big swing, and that one is out of bounds. Point goes to Rocky Mountain College. And the Battling Bears lead 15-13, and that'll take us to a timeout. Back here briefly on SWX.
This is 811. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I need to schedule an appointment for later this week.
No problem. I'll just need the address.
This kind of tree was my dad's favorite, so we're planting it where my mom can see it from that window. With Northwestern Energy and other service lines buried underground, I wanted to make sure we weren't going to damage anything. Planting this tree means a lot to my mom. Calling 811 first helped make it happen.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text StartMyQuit to 36072.
Welcome back here to the campus of Montana Tech. Frontier Conference Volleyball Championship action coming your way here as Rocky Mountain College has built themselves a 15-13 lead on that Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Boy, the Batlin Bears playing well, found themselves behind early, but have really been able to bounce back in this one as they set up, and back to serve will be Lainey Wilkins. This one set up to the far side. Big swing there, Jordan Olson. And they're going to whistle a double against Rocky Mountain College as that set just wasn't quite there.
No, it wasn't. That was a good call.
So Western will have a little bit of momentum here, looking to try and tie it up. Elise Palmer back in to serve. She had a great game yesterday in that nightcap against Montana Tech, or technically the 5 o'clock match against Montana Tech. This one goes up. The Batlin Bears are going to try and keep it alive, but a double whistled against Kyra Oakland.
Boy, sometimes on those, when they're heading that hot, you need to step back and use your arms instead of set those.
Yeah, you almost get caught in between, like a grounder that bounces too high.
Exactly.
As this one sets up to the middle, that one's going to be a play at the net, and they're going to call Rocky Mountain College.
Back row.
Boy, again, those good sets for Montana Western wreaking havoc with Rocky Mountain College now, and it was vice versa earlier in this first set. That set, I jinxed her. I got her. Elise Palmer puts that one into the net, and it's 16 all here as substitutions get set to check in. The Batlin Bears will bring in Madeline Gilder again to serve. She played for Corvallis, grew up in Hamilton, just down the road. I say just down the road, about 3.5 hours from here, but she sends this one over. A lot of power behind that serve. It's Western, that one blocked up in the air as Rocky will try and battle back. This one saved, and a good hit, but a better dig by Embry. Rocky, both teams a little bit in scramble mode here. Big swing on the left side. Embry keeps it alive. They're going to tip it back over to Western. They'll reset. Big swing, and that one's going to find its way in. Boy, a great swing there by Jordan Olson.
We've had so many great long rallies so far during this set. It's been incredible.
And great location on that, right? She saw that back corner was open, able to thread the needle. Rocky will have to have a back row attack here. Send this one up and over, and Western not able to chase it down. And again, the score's tied up. 17-17 here on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Sean Ryan and Adele Johnson joining you here on SWX's coverage of the Frontier Conference Championship match. Back to serve for the Batlin Bears. Brett's with a great serve. Again, they'll set it up. That time she'll have to dig it out of the back row. Sets it to the front row, and another big swing and a big kill out of Taylor Wolf.
Again, they hit that back corner. That back corner is wide open.
Boy, you see on the Pepsi replay here, you know, both teams have been just so effective, able to find those spots. Big swings, a lot of power. You wouldn't catch me trying to get in the way of any of those. Swing here by Western. That one tipped at the net, but Rocky able to recover. They'll set it back up. Kaylee Fritz with the set to the near side, and that one went out of bounds. Western looking for a tip there, but I think it just missed the hands. So Rocky, a 19-17 lead here. You feel like if they could build this lead out to at least 3 points, they'd feel a little bit more comfortable.
Absolutely, but boy, this is such a tight game.
Back and forth is a good swing. Gilder with the great dig. Set up to the back row. Western with the drop ball attack. This one sets up to the near side. Big swing, and that one's going to go way out of bounds. Another great kill out of Taylor Wolf.
As you can see there, she sets up for her swing on the outside of those blockers.
Boy, we'll take a break here and bring you back more Frontier Conference tournament action. Welcome back here. Sean Ryan, Adele Johnson sitting in with you for the first set here of the Frontier Conference Tournament Championship. Rockies' Haley Bretz will be back to serve once again as the Battling Bears are hitting for a 182 clip right now. That's helped them build that lead. But a service error there, and Montana Western will take over, looking to claw their way back into this one. And this is a Western squad that is never out of it. They proved it yesterday, beating number 3 seed Carroll College. They proved it against number 1 Montana Tech. This team can really rally.
It's been very impressive.
Set up to the far side, and a drop ball, and that one finds its way in. Going with the off-speed pitch there was Bella Bryan. Bella playing at a really high level today. Got to pull up her stats because she is really putting the ball away well for Rocky Mountain College. Serve out of Ayla Embry. Western will send it over quickly. Back up, swing it back down, and Rocky's going to keep it alive. In the net, out of the net, back up to Western, play at the net. Rocky's going to continue to battle this one out, and they'll send it back over. Western set up to the near side, and that one is going to find its way in. A good swing by Jazzy Smith. You know, she led this team yesterday with 14 kills when they defeated Montana Tech 3-1. Still back to serve, Kelsey Goddard. Goddard will send this one over. Back up, big swing, and that one is out a little bit too high. And
she just needed to get on top of the ball just a little bit. She was early coming in on her transition.
All comes down to timing. So much timing in this sport as Goddard's trying to time up a Western rally for when they need it most. Set to the middle, good swing. Back over. Western will be forced to send it over on a free ball. Set it up to the middle, and a big-time hit there. Able to put that one away, as that's Nez. And it's 22-20 here in this first set of the Frontier Conference Championship match. Score brought to you by Opportunity Bank. Set up, near side, big swing. Good dig out of the net there. As Rocky trying to go once again to that same dig out of the net, but it just wasn't there. Bella Bryan got blocked there by, it looked like Peyton Vogel. Yeah, Peyton Vogel and Kaylee Fritz combined for that block. That's a big block momentum-wise.
It is. They were all over that, read it all day.
Here comes Rocky.
Ooh, power tip there.
Bella Bryan with that tip, and that one's going to go out of bounds off of the block for Rocky Mountain College, and the point goes to the Bulldogs. So just like that, never say never, Western ties it up again, 22-22. Good serving here out of Fritz. Good serve as Rocky will look to respond, and Nez doesn't get that one above the tape, and the Bulldogs lead this one 23-22. Boy, Fritz is really taking Western and giving them all the momentum in the world. Good sets, good serves. She's kind of an all-purpose player. She tallied 100 assists yesterday in their 2 matches.
Wow.
Bella Bryan with the swing, and that one's going to find its way in right along the line. And again, 23-23. Boy, a good ball there. She saw the middle wasn't open, decided to take it wide, and it worked out for him.
She's definitely able to read the court and know where to put the ball.
Embry will set it up to the back row. Ark will just have to push it over. Back up inside. Good swing. Rocky, a quick attack there. Not very often you want your middle being your setter, as Western will capitalize on the miscue there, take an easy ball and put it down for their 24th point. And now we have set point for the Bulldogs, and Jazzy Smith back to serve. 24-23. Western, the number 6 seed in the Frontier Conference, trying to win it all. They'll set it up. They'll push to back row. Smith able to save it. Now a big swing, big block out of Rocky Mountain College. Nez was there. Another one as Embry. They'll bring it back over to the far side. A little drop ball. Great action on that hit as they will send it over. Back up to the middle. Western keeping it alive as they will put it to Nez. Set it back up near side. Western stays underneath it and sends it over. What a rally here. This one goes up, Nez, and it's blocked back, and Western wins the first set. Wow.
Wow.
25-23, Western wins the first set, and we will take a break here as Frontier Conference Tournament Championship action is your way here on Frontier Conference Volleyball Tournament on SWX.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
We've been around for a while now, 100 years in fact, and in that time, we've weathered some storms, seen some changes. And while that's no small feat, at Opportunity Bank, we don't measure success in time. We measure it by the impact we've made. We measure it by the success of the families, communities, and businesses we've served. After all, to us, there's no better investment than the people of Montana. We're celebrating our 100th year in business, and we're calling it the Big 100. It's a celebration of this community, the good people who live here, and the businesses we've helped build across 100 years. We've been serving Montanans to the very best of our ability for the past century. And this year, we plan to tell 100 stories, share 100 lessons, and give 100 gifts. Here's to the next 100 years.
This is 811. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I need to schedule an appointment for later this week.
No problem. I'll just need the address.
This kind of tree was my dad's favorite, so we're planting it where my mom can see it from that window. With Northwestern Energy and other service lines buried underground, I wanted to make sure we weren't going to damage anything. Planting this tree means a lot to my mom. Calling 811 first helped make it happen.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Welcome back here. Frontier Conference Championship action as Coach Yang and Coach Lovett of Montana Western trying to give their squads a little bit of, I don't know what to call it. You're already excited. You've got all the reason to play in the world. What adjustments do you see Rocky making in the second set after they dropped the first one 25-23?
Well, I think that they just, need to go to their meat and potatoes, as we call it, and get some good passes up to their setter so they can go middle all day.
Yeah,
with Nez as their middle person, they're kind of unstoppable.
Yeah, and she played so well yesterday and has the ability. I think a lot of it translates on that defense to offense, right? Making sure that you're able to handle those serves and then get the ball ready to play so that you can actually attack, not be caught off guard and be on your heels, right? It's all about momentum, and it's all about putting your teammates in a position to succeed. And Rocky will try and put themselves in that position to succeed as they trail 1-0. Big swing there out of Montana Western, and Jazzy Smith sends that one just a little bit wide as Ark is back to serve for the second play of this second set. A good set, big swing, and thought they were going to go the big swing, and instead Vogel tried to tip it up and over, trying to go again with that off speed, and just didn't quite get it above the tape. So Rocky leads this one 2-0. And how important is it? I mean, Arc will send this one over, but to have a good server as your first server of a match, as Western's able to put that one away.
It's just as important as it is in baseball or softball.
Right.
You want to lead off with your best, get your points early in the match if you can. Get the other team on their heels if you can. Score first.
Setting things up as their starting pitcher here is Kaylee Fritz. She served so many points in that first set, that rally, that when Western needed it most. Fritz will handle it, send it back over to the libero. A big swing. And another swing out of Western. So they get this one across the tape. Now a big swing out of Rocky. The play is going to be at the net. We got a whistle, and the point is going to go to Rocky Mountain College. They're going to call Western into the net. Back to serve for the Batlin Bears is Lainey Wilkins. Wilkins out of Brush Perry, Washington. Went to Vancouver High School. Big swing there, but an even bigger block out of the Batlin Bears. Boy, a tremendous play at the top there by Taylor Wolf, as they were able to combo on that one. But Taylor Wolf right in the middle here on your Pepsi replay. Watch the quick set, and all of a sudden, there's a lot of high hands there. And let's give some credit to number 12, Kyra Oakland, as well.
Yeah, she really closed the gap on that block. There was an opening. The hitter saw it, but she closed it to.
No block on that one for Montana Western, as they will get the point, send it back to Jazzy Smith. She's their offensive leader for this team out of Mossy Rock, Washington. She had 14 kills last night in the win over Montana Tech. Again, this is the number 6 seed, as that one finds its way down. The number 6 seed against the number 2 seed. Rocky Mountain College coming in as the number 2 seed. Western coming in as the number 6, right? Western has done nothing but pull upsets in this tournament. They're looking to try and make another one.
You would never know they were number 6 seed coming into this.
No, you wouldn't. As they will send this one back over. Really good serve, set up the offense for Rocky Mountain College, and just a little bit of a miscue there on the set to the far side, trying to set up Taylor Wolf. See, it's so important here on the Pepsi replay, but a great block by Western. Back to serve for the Bulldogs is Elise Palmer. Elise with a great high arcing serve. That one played into the net, and a block by Montana Western. They just weren't able to get underneath it. Feels like when teams block that ball that falls kind of off speed, it doesn't quite get to that 6-foot line. That's the one that teams struggle with the most.
Absolutely. That's not quite sealing the net. The ball gets through. You might not have been high enough. Those are really hard to pick up.
Rocky with the serve, and Western is going to take momentum back. A big swing there. Kaylee Kopp out of Fort Collins, Colorado, able to put this one away. Boy, just a great down ball there. And you've got an All-American in Ayla Embry not able to get to that one. And that just shows you how good of an attack it was. Big swing there, as this one is going to be blocked and land inbounds, point going to Montana Western. Rocky trying to go to their stud, Bella Bryan. You know, she out of Skyview has just played so well today. Trying to get her going offensively, as that serve's going to go a little bit deep and a little bit long and out of bounds. And Rocky will have it again. Embry, she had 36 digs in the win over Providence last night. Oh, and a great serve catches Western off guard. Back up to the near side and blocked out of bounds off the high hands. And Rocky will take the point. You know, so much of volleyball is talked about, you know, you want the big block. Some of it just comes down to, on the offensive end, hitting into those hands if they're not in the right position, knowing it's going to go out of bounds.
Yes, and those hands weren't in the correct position. They were faced towards out of bounds, and if you hit those, it's money all day as a hitter.
Spoken like an Ordigger Hall of Famer here with Class of 88. Adele Johnson and Sean Ryan sitting along with you as Casagrande will serve this one up into Rocky's back row. They'll set it up to Nez. Dug out near side, and a big swing by Montana Western. Jazzy Smith able to score that one. You could just see this momentum for Western. They're not afraid to hit through hands, and again, falling kind of that in-between, just a through ball on the block at the net. Set up to the middle, Nez tries to paint the line, and it's just a hair out of bounds. And Western has tied it up at 8-all. This Western team is into it too. Got a ton of energy on their bench. They know that nobody really predicted them to come in and play for the conference championship. They want to prove people wrong by winning the conference championship.
You know, sometimes being the underdog is the perfect place to be. You have nothing to lose. When you're on the top, you're always afraid of potentially losing. So
yeah, no pressure.
They're going for it.
Rocky gets the point on the touch ball there. The block at the net. Just got a little bit of hands on it and went out of bounds. The Battling Bears with a good serve. This one set up to the middle. Back over. They're going to go back to Nez. Nez, a little bit of a push ball over the top. Back up to Jazzy Smith, and boy, I think it was Nez. I'll have to double check. Not sure if it was Nez or Oakland on that block there. They were both there, and I think we'll give it to Oakland.
I think so, yes.
I think she was the most fired up, just watching the replay.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to tell, but she left no doubt. Big swing, and that one, again, hands in the wrong position. It gets blocked out of bounds. Another kill for Rocky Mountain College, and that goes to Bella Bryan.
If I was Rocky's coach, I'd say keep hitting that all day.
Bryan's got 9 kills now for the Battling Bears, leads them in that offensive category, and a double called against Montana Western. Sometimes I think as that back row, you're so ready for the speed ball that you get caught off guard. But we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more Frontier Conference tournament action after this.
We are driven by an unquenchable desire for knowledge, for the truth that lay just outside our grasps. We are meant for more, made for more. We are unwilling to ignore that which calls to us, that which will transform us. With joy and curiosity, we will boldly find our path in a world of unknowns. At Carroll College, we are here for the adventure.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. You'll learn to be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors here. Frontier Conference tournament action here. Championship match. And I get the pleasure of sitting next to Adele Johnson. You just gave a thumbs up for that commercial. You know, especially Veterans Day weekend. We just want to thank you for your service, and you know, happy to have you along with the broadcast here.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Big thank you to all the veterans out there.
Big swing out of Montana Western, and a score there out of Danielle Martin. 6'2", Ennis, Montana. Former Ennis Mustang. Spent some time in Ennis.
Let me guess, fishing?
No, playing a little golf down there as that tip ball gets through. Great little golf course there, Madison Meadows. If you ever get the chance to go play it, I recommend it. Ennis is one of those towns too, just super hospitable. And I think for this Frontier Conference tournament, talking hospitality, it's a very busy weekend here in Butte, but I think the teams that are here have had a lot of fun. Despite the great weather, the bluebird weather we've had out there. good swing there for Rocky Mountain College as Kyra Oakland able to score that one. That'll send Brooke Ark back to serve once again. Made our way all the way through the rotation once. Yeah, a very cold day this morning. I got up early and I was refereeing some Special Olympics state basketball and should have given myself another 15 minutes for the car to defrost, but.
Butte is always the coldest in the state, I swear.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're at 5,500 feet. As Western able to score that one. Boy, a great Pepsi replay there. Ready with the serve is Kaylee Fritz. She's their setter. Played at Glacier. There's some really good volleyball teams up in that neck of the woods. And they're going to call Montana Western into the net as the tape just caught them a little bit. And that'll give another point to Rocky Mountain College. And all of a sudden, you look up at the scoreboard brought to you by Opportunity Bank, and they built themselves a 15-10 lead.
I think that's the biggest lead of the entire set and match.
I think so, too. Western. Big swing there on the back set. Able to score that one is Peyton Vogel. And Vogel, at 6 feet tall, she jumps out of the gym.
She absolutely does. And I love to see someone swing backwards and hit that line. Just like she did, she threaded it between the blockers and that antenna.
Well, and she caught the ball on the way down. It was in an instant. It was on the floor as that attack goes a little bit long. And Western look like all of a sudden they're rallying back. It's kind of what they do. It's that bulldog mentality, that underdog mentality that they've taken into this whole tournament. Jazzy Smith with the serve here. Ark will set it alive. Big swing there out of McKenna Bushman. Western will push it across, and they're going to call a
back row
attack. And officials are going to discuss it here. We'll have to check and see. Not sure if she was. Hard to tell from that angle on the Pepsi replay.
It is that white line with the white shadow. It's hard to see.
And the white shoes. Everybody out here in white shoes. So they're going to actually go with a replay here. Your floor official able to come over and talk to the chair. And you see Embry get the answer. She's the floor captain for a reason. She's had an incredible career for Rocky Mountain College. A senior, had a great high school career for Bozeman, and has kind of been leading that back line for Rocky Mountain College ever since. Big swing, big block, but Rocky keeps it alive. Set up, backside. That was Olsen on the attack. Now another big swing on the far side. And able to score that one is Kyra Oakland. And Oakland, she might just catch that 15 kill mark she set last night.
She just might.
And I think she might be your most fired up player. She does not hide her emotions. She's pretty excited. 16-12 your score on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. They'll set this one up. Western will bring it across. Embry with the dig. A push ball dug out by the libero. And a big block on the inside, and looks like that's going to get credited to Taylor Wolf. Wolf, 6'3" out of Durango, Colorado. And we're going to take a timeout here shortly as Rocky Mountain College has built themselves a 17-12 lead here in the Frontier Conference Championship match.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Welcome you back to the Game of the Week, sponsored by Montana Chevy Dealers. Here at Kelvin Sampson Court, Frontier Conference Tournament Championship match, Rocky Mountain College and Montana Western. Western took that first set. Rocky trying to take the second one here and knot it up at 1 apiece. Set to the far side, big swing, and another big block by the Batlin Bears. Boy, Rocky just playing so well at the net.
They really have the momentum right now, and that timeout didn't seem to take that momentum away. They came right out and scored.
That was Blythe Seeley at a roundup, and a sophomore able to get the block there. This Rocky front line playing incredibly well. This one set up, big swing, and they're going to call Montana Western. That one didn't get above the tape. It got touched 4 times, and the point will go to the Batlin Bears. Excuse me, point goes to Rocky Mountain College. Back to serve is Elise Palmer. They'll set it up again for Rocky, and that's McKenna Bushman able to put that one home. Rocky will get set here, try and capitalize on momentum as they lead 19-13 on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Brett's serving again for the Batlin Bears. Big swing by Olson, and that one is going to fall out of bounds, and the point goes to Rocky.
And that was very smart by Embry. She has good court awareness. She knew that was out and just stepped away from it.
And she let everyone know, too. Everyone get away. Toes the line there on your Pepsi replay. As this one played at the net and sent back over. And another point for Rocky Mountain College. Compliments of Bella Bryan. You know, we'll say it again and again, 5'9", but she is well above the tape on that play.
Yeah, she does have some leaps on her. Very impressive.
21-13. Western with the set, and the deep ball that just gets away from Rocky Mountain College. Just a great push shot there to find that back line.
That was excellent place to put it. If I was their coach, I'd be telling them to put it there all day.
Right. Make that Rocky back row back up, right, and enable you to actually attack the ball when you attack the net.
Exactly.
Set up again for Rocky. A big swing out of Bryan. Western will look to respond. Get a big dig here. Far side. Big swing, and that one's going to go well into the seats. Western, again, they just don't go away. That dig goes to Kaylee Kopp. Rocky will set the middle. Send it back over. And Kopp again. That one hits off the rafter and comes back down twice as fast.
Embry was not quite able to take enough off the ball on that one. That was coming in hot.
No, a big swing, and ceilings are mighty high in here, but not quite high enough. As this one goes up, Rocky will send it over. Set to the middle, a drop ball, and Rocky's gonna send that one just a bit too far out the sideline. And out of bounds, point back to the Bulldogs. And Rocky wants to call a timeout, and we'll take one along with them. The Batlin Bears leading 21-17 in set number 2. You know, today, too, part of the reason we're able to bring this Frontier Conference Championship match to you is because of our great sponsors, like Tiorama. We enable us to have a great broadcast. D.A. Davidson, Northwestern Energy, Irk Hotels, McDonald's, and Northwestern Energy again, Pepsi as well. Some great sponsors, including U.S. Bank, who bring you Frontier Conference action. You know, this being the Game of the Week, sponsored by Montana Chevy Dealers. Great to have the product of Frontier Conference especially a championship match, broadcast on SWX and all of our partners around the state and around the Northwest. Thankful to be on SWX. We've got affiliates in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Yakima, and the Tri-Cities. And it's all across America on Montana Tech's YouTube stream. Happy that have everyone along with us enjoying this game. And a back-and-forth contest it has been. Rocky calling that timeout, trying to kind of ice Western here. As this one comes back into play. Set it up. Big swing out of the Batland Bears, dug out by Western. Playing great defense are the Bulldogs. Now a back row attack. They'll send it up and set to the middle. That one off speed. Embry will set it back up. Big swing. Brian not able to put that one away. And now, look at that. We've been saying her name a bunch. Kaylee Kopp able to score that one. And you could tell that she and Fritz, they've got it figured out. She's going, hey, I got the hot hand. Set me time and time again.
They absolutely do. They were the ones who were finally able to control the ball and get it set up for a good hit, and they won the point because of that.
And they get another point from that attack just being a little outside. And Western with the block forces Rocky to try and go around it, and they just got a little bit too wide. 21-19 here on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Send this one back and over. A little off speed there, and Western will do their best to keep it alive. A tip ball out of Rocky sends it back over to the Bulldogs. Swing from the back row. Rocky's going to go to their steady hand there as Bella Bryan. Now a back row attack, and that one is blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Again, Western's blocks, they're there, but they're just not facing the right direction. You can see on the replay, just those hands turned a little bit outside.
A little bit outside, and that's all it takes.
Especially when that ball's coming in with so much speed like it is. They'll set it up. She'll climb the ladder, send it over, and Embry will send the free ball back over. Good swing there.
She need to push that out just a little more angle along the net.
That time she connects. Send it back over. Western keeps it alive. Over far side to Kopp, and Kopp bringing the Bulldogs back into this one. You feel like all the momentum in the gym right now is with Montana Western.
You absolutely do. They are coming back.
Casagrande will be back to serve for Montana Western as she gets set for this one. Rocky leading 22-20 here in set number 2 on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. A block at the net by Western. They'll send it back over. Set it to the middle, and that one is just a hair wide. And the point will go to the Batland Bears. You could see set to the middle, and it just, I think she was hoping it would maybe catch a piece. Maybe catch the shoulder of a Rocky defender.
Sometimes when you go for the hit and there's only one blocker, it almost psychs you out. So maybe that's what happened.
Wow, a drop ball there. Kaylee Fritz, she just sent it over quick. She said, hey, I've been setting everybody else up. I'm gonna get them with a changeup, and she sure did. And all of a sudden, Western back serving.
And that's a smart move. Your best setters always know when they can dump it and get away with the kill.
Goddard with a great dig there. And a swing, it just doesn't get high enough, and the Rocky block sends it down. And the Batland Bears lead right now 24-21. And Ark, their first server of the match. We've been a couple of times through the rotation here in a back and forth battle. She'll try to put the icing on the cake on set number 2 here. This one up. Set it to Vogel. Back up. Far side, and a big block there. Great play by Jazzy Smith. She and Vogel were both there, but watch her on this replay. Her hands are in the right spot. She times the jump perfectly. And Western, never say never. You've got your setter serving. Fritz sends that one over. And Nez can't get that one over the tape. Looked like a little miscommunication out of Rocky on the offensive end there. And Rocky's going to take another timeout as we show you this replay. Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication. I think those Western blockers are just a little bit intimidating right now for Rocky Mountain College. You know, today's game is a game of the week brought to you by some great sponsors, including Montana Chevy Dealers. Scoreboard brought to you by Opportunity Bank. Northwestern Energy, delivering a brighter future. The Montana Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Pepsi. Great sponsors able to bring you some really high-quality volleyball. And I think we saw that with set number 1 going to Western 25-23. And if you look at our scoreboard, 24-23, and Rocky leads. It's just back and forth. And happy to be bringing the broadcast to so many people. It's a big weekend for volleyball in the state of Montana. The high school state championships are happening in Bozeman right now. Frontier Conference tournament this weekend. You know, if this is your time to get your volleyball fix in, it's this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. And great games, great upsets. Very exciting to watch.
Fritz with the serve here. Coach Yang calling a timeout. Trying to ice Western, trying to like you ice a field goal kicker. Rocky will set it up. Back over to Western. Vogel, tip ball, handled by Embry. They'll set it up again. And Bushman will put that one away for the Battling Bears, and they are going to take set number 2 and tie it up at 1 set apiece. We'll be back here with more Frontier Conference Volleyball Championship action here on SWX right after this.
At the University of Providence, we believe excellence in healthcare begins with excellence in the classroom. That's why our world-class online school offers a wide range of nationally accredited healthcare programs in a flexible environment. From health administration to nursing programs, our talented faculty builds real-world experience into their curriculum, delivering students the most up-to-date education possible. The University of Providence, helping to heal the world.
Now's the time to get into Butte Auto and custom build your own ride just the way you want it. Choose from 9 brands and compare them all at one location. Don't wait. Take advantage of our VIP appointment or stay where you are and shop easily from ButteAuto.com. At Butte Auto, we believe in exceptional service and an easy buying process. Easy buying process. Contact one of our 4 dealerships and custom build your next ride at Butte Auto today.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. You'll learn to be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
At Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience 1, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
Welcome back to your SWX Game of the Week, brought to you by Montana Chevy Dealers. You know, Montana Western and Rocky Mountain College, we went to break, and the first thing you said to me was, this game could go 5. And I have that same feeling, right? These 2 teams are so evenly matched right now, Montana Western and Rocky, and they hit for almost identical clips in each set, right? It goes 25-23. In the first set, Western hit for a 111 mark. Rocky hit for 098. And then in the second set, Rocky hit for 114 and Western hit for 098. I mean, just amazing how the coincidences work out.
Well, it kind of goes along with their season stats. You know, their middle blockers, top 3 in hitting is Nez for Rocky Mountain and Martin for Western. Setters, same thing, top 3 for assists per set with Seeley and Fritz. So very well matched.
Very well matched indeed as we get this one started, and it'll be a double called against Montana Western to start things off. You know, these teams met 3 times this year. They met in the Frontier Conference preview over in Billings on September 17th. Rocky won that one in 5 sets, so it wouldn't be the first time these teams have gone 5 sets. On October 7th, they played in conference play in Billings. Rocky won that one 3-1, and then the last time they played, November 4th, Rocky defeated Western in straight sets. And that was Western Senior Night, so you're sure that the Bulldogs have a little bit of maybe extra motivation to try and knock off Rocky here after they ruined their senior night. Boy, a big swing and a big score for Kyra Oakland. Oakland out of Miles City, Montana.
I think the Bulldogs just like coming here to Mile High Butte and playing at Montana Tech.
That they have. They've played an incredible tournament so far. Rocky has played well. A smaller sample size because the top 1 and 2 seeds receive a bye in the Frontier Conference tournament. And then how it works out is Western was the 6th seed. They won. They were the lowest remaining seeds. So they played Montana Tech in the 5 o'clock match yesterday. And Rocky, I think all intents and purposes, thought they were going to be playing Carroll College. And then Carroll College ends up getting upset by Western. That flips the bracket. We put new names at different spots. And here we are playing on Saturday afternoon. 1-1 ball game here in set number 3. 1-1 on the set total as well. As a big swing, and that one is off the mark and a little bit deep. Out of bounds, point going to the Batlin Bears, who will bring in Madeline Gilder to serve again. She's been so effective from behind the white line. Gilder will get set. And that one, you know, you'll take an ace any way they can get it. I think Coach Yong would breathe a little easier if that ball was a little bit more above the tape, but take the bounces as they may.
Absolutely. Let's see if she serves it short again here.
This one has another one. 2 for 2. Madeline Gilder, she's playing the tape game. And Montana Western is going to call a timeout. They don't like what they see. So we'll take a timeout along with them here early in this contest with the Batlin Bears leading 5-1 in the Frontier Conference Tournament Championship.
This is 811. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I need to schedule an appointment for later this week.
No problem. I'll just need the address.
This kind of tree was my dad's favorite, so we're planting it where my mom can see it from that window. With Northwestern Energy and other service lines buried underground, I wanted to make sure we weren't going to damage anything. Planting this tree means a lot to my mom. Calling 811 first helped make it happen.
Today's been good. I'm getting there.
People with mental health disorders who smoke can die 8 to 25 years earlier than the general population.
No more sitting on the fence. It's time to quit smoking.
Smoking can interfere with recovery and make psychiatric medicines less effective.
I'm taking the right steps toward my physical and mental well-being.
The Quit Line can help for a happier and healthier tomorrow.
I'm finally getting there.
Welcome back here. 5-1 your score on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. The Frontier Conference Tournament Championship here on SWX. And Rocky out to that lead thanks to the excellent serving by Madeline Gilder. Gilder twice off the tape. Forced Western to take a timeout really early in this one. As that one gets through, back over to the Bulldogs. They'll swing it back. Big swing left side, and able to score that one is McKenna Bushman. She had the final kill in set number 2, and you can see that she's got a little bit of rhythm and a whole lot of confidence. This Rocky team, I think maybe it was that first set that woke them up a little bit. They've played a little bit more inspired volleyball in set 2 and now early on in set 3. That one's going to be wreaked havoc with by the Raptors. This one comes up and a drop ball. Played well by Western. They'll get the chance to attack. Embry sends that one a little too deep, but the touch is able to be controlled there by Taylor Wolf. Taylor Wolf had 10 kills yesterday. We'll see what her tally is today. She adds another one to her credit. That's her 3rd kill of the match. And that one, just playing the odds.
Yeah, Western just can't seem to get the rhythm right now.
The serving of Gilder certainly has something to do with that. As Rocky will go back row attack here out of Gilder. Fritz will set it up near side, and able to score that one is Jazzy Smith. Smith has had a fantastic tournament and just continues to kind of seek out those momentum-changing plays, hoping that Western can carve their way back into this one after trailing, 7-1 at one point, now 7-2. Elise Palmer serving for the Bulldogs. Up, far side, Bushman. And that one caught Embry a little bit off guard. I think she thought she was going middle at the last second. They were able to change it on her. We'll watch this one. It was that last second she decides right about there that she's going line, not middle.
Yeah, she was sucked in just a little too far into the middle on that one for sure.
Boy, and an excellent timeout out of Western is now, Rocky Mountain College, their lead is dissipating. Some momentum-changing plays here as Palmer will continue to serve for the Bulldogs. Palmer's ball is up and over. Set to the middle, and boy, just a great quick set there. Haven't seen Rocky go to that yet, but Taylor Wolf able to score that one. I think everybody thought that was going to be a set to the far side, and instead she went middle, and she went middle right away.
There were no blockers there. They should run that play more often.
That's like the first down play for great yardage. Like, okay, put that one back in the repertoire. Swing there out of Montana Western. Embry will send this one up and over. Back over middle near side. It's kept alive. Now Western scrambling a little bit. Jazzy Smith with the attack. Now Rocky, chance for a big swing, and that one catches its way inside. Another great kill by Bella Bryan. And Bella Bryan, she's got 11 kills so far for Rocky Mountain College, hitting at a 267 clip.
And another very long rally.
Yeah, you wonder if the legs have any impact as this match continues its way on. Western, that serve goes out of bounds. Western having to play 2 matches yesterday. Rocky having to just play 1. The benefit of a bye. Wonder how much legs become a factor in this one, as it looks like it's going to be has the makings of a potential 5-setter.
It absolutely does.
Morgan Kirch with the serve. Good swing out of the Batlin Bears. Western will try and respond, and a big block there. Credit that one, Taylor Wolf. Taylor Wolf, she's going to get high fives all the way down the bench here. She just times that up perfectly. Hands in great position. Able to send that ball right back down immediately.
She put the roof on that one.
Rocky. Benefit from a great serve to get Western scrambling a little bit. Fritz set up far side. Good dig there by the Batlin Bears, and this one is out of bounds just by a hair. And I think Bella Bryan knew she put a little too much on it as soon as she completed that swing.
Came in a little too soon, got under the ball, and that's what happens.
Jazzy Smith, Western server. Rocky leading on that Opportunity Bank scoreboard 10-6. Set to the middle, and Nez, and boy, you talked about it leading into this set. Get her the ball, right? She hits for such a high efficiency. Use your middles. that's what's got you to this point and to a great overall conference record.
Absolutely.
Rocky finished the Frontier Conference regular season 8-2, number 2 overall seed coming into this tournament. Plays like that sure help. Bella Bryan sends that one over. That ball caught off. Looking for a double there. Were the Western fans immediately behind us. As Rocky will send this one up and over. Now Fritz. Back row attack. Out of Jazzy Smith. Now a big swing and off the high hands. Again, fired up. Kyra Oakland. Big hand there. Seeley. Good serve there. A tip over. Rocky will keep it alive. And a few too many people going after that one. A little miscommunication. Not the infield fly we saw earlier.
No.
It was this time it was too many people going for the ball at the same time.
I was just impressed that Embry could get to that. She did read it, and she at least got it up for a chance to keep the ball alive.
Goddard with the serve. They'll set it up to Nez. Vogel and Nez kind of go back and forth there. Set it back up. Good hit by Bella Bryan. Now Western has to send a free ball over. They're going to think about Nez, and instead they back set it over to Kyra Oakland, and she is having a heck of a day. She's now got 7 kills to her credit for Rocky, as Bryan leads the way with 11 kills, Oakland with 7, Bushman with 6, and Taylor Wolf and Rhiannon Nez have 4. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more Frontier Conference Tournament Championship action right after this.
Now's the time to get into Butte Auto and custom build your own ride just the way you want it. Choose from 9 brands and compare them all at one location. Don't wait. Take advantage of our VIP appointment or stay where you are and shop easily from ButteAuto.com. At Butte Auto, we believe in exceptional service and an easy buying process. Easy buying process. Contact one of our 4 dealerships and custom build your next ride at Butte Auto today.
There's something different here, in the air and in the attitude. It's the tight-knit community, complemented by bigger thinking and even bigger innovation. It's high-tech labs with sweeping Rocky Mountain views. It's a place where research, innovation, and ideas are matched by an understanding of why it all matters in the first place. Here at Montana Tech, you can realize your potential, fuel your passion, and find your path. Join us.
Welcome back to Butte and SWX's Game of the Week, sponsored by Montana Chevy Dealers. Sean Ryan and Adele Johnson sitting with you here at Kelvin Sampson Court, as Brooke Ark will be serving for the Batlin Bears, who lead this third set 13-7. Ark's ball will arc over the net. Poor pun intended. As that one is sent into the back row. Vogel keeps it alive. Over to Embry. They'll set it up middle to Nez.
Middle all day.
Goddard able to dig that one out somehow, and Embry can't hang on to that one. As Coach Yang is going to talk about her team's coverage at the net, not leave open that backside like it was on the previous play. Embry, I think she's a fantastic player. I think she's kicking herself saying, I know I could have got that one, like any good libero thinks. This one set up backside Oakland, dug out by Ark. This one comes over the net. Little joust. Embry. Now the Rocky offense goes to work. Big swing out of Bushman, and that one is just a hair wide.
Oh, wow.
Point goes to Western.
She was smart to go line on that one. She could see it was open, but just a little bit wide.
Oh, you feel like if the ball would have just got down a hair sooner, it'd be Rocky serving right now and not Western. Kaylee Fritz. That one a little bit long. There were about 2 Rocky players that ducked out of the way on that one at the last possible second. Said, that one's got a lot of steam on it. I think it's going out of bounds. Lainey Wilkins serving for the Batlin Bears. This one comes up and over, handled by Goddard. And off speed, that one kind of caught the side of her hand, goes out of bounds for Rocky. I would credit a lot of that error to the Rocky defense, that front line, forcing her to try and change her tactics.
Absolutely. Maybe a little bit of timing, too.
Timing, the name of the game in this sport. Whether it's timing the runs, timing the momentum, timing your timeouts. As Western will bring this one back, and a big block there. Kopp tried to get it over the top, but Rocky standing there on the front line. Another block there for Kyra Oakland.
And they feel the momentum.
They do, and boy, just jumping out of the gym, creating a high wall, a double combo block there. Rocky's got a 16-9 lead here in the third set on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Set this one back up. Bushman with the swing, and that one is going to be inbounds off the block. And the point goes back to the Battling Bears, a 17-9 lead here. And
again, she can see that line wide open.
A good serve as Western will look to respond. A push ball way deep in the corner, and that's something that you know was scripted, saying, hey, they're cheating up. You know, we talked about it earlier, that little push ball, if you can place it in the right spot, that Rocky defense got caught off guard there.
And she was hanging up there a long time, so she had time to figure that out. That was the perfect spot to put it.
Able to survey the defense as Casagrande sets this one up. Drop ball over the top, Oakland. Vogel with the push ball. Embry's going to set this one behind her. Up to Bushman, and Bushman off the hands of Goddard. Boy, a big swing there. And I know Western's talking about it would have been great to have at least a hand or something to slow that down before it gets to that second line.
Boy, and there had to be a lot of communication there with Embry actually bump setting that backwards for her hitter to be there and do that.
They practiced that a time or two. Madeline Gilder. She was the player who hit the tape twice early in this set to build Rocky's 5-1 lead. And the Battling Bears have not looked back. Another great swing there out of Rocky. Able to score that one. McKenna Bushman. Bushman just off the high hands. They're seeing the court so well. Rocky is right now.
They are.
19-0. Battling Bears looking to try and take the set lead here against Montana Western. This one comes up and over. Dropped. Push back over. Another play at the middle. And Western is going to call for a lift there on the play at the net. Looked like Olsen just kind of got underneath the ball, a little more of a scoop than it was a tip. 20-10 your score. And a tough position here for Western because they burned their 2 timeouts already. They burned the first one within the first 7 points of the set. Second one in the early teens. And now Rocky has got momentum.
Yeah, the momentum's absolutely gone away from Western.
Boy,
I'm sure they're wishing they had one more timeout.
Right. Can I take a timeout from a previous set and use it now? This one.
We used to sometimes pretend like we had a shoe untied.
Oh, yep. Take whatever momentum you can.
Yes, and it was about a 50-50 whether or not that would work. So I suggest maybe trying that.
Go from a double knot to a single knot here and see what happens. As Western gets on the board again. Elise Palmer back to serve it up. Trailing the Battling Bears by 10. Embry with the dig. They'll set it up. Bushman, that one blocked at the net. Rocky will quickly send it over. Back up to the middle and able to score that one. A big, strong play out of Danielle Martin. Ooh, but they're going to call Western into the net. Yeah, clipped a little net on the way up. So Rocky will have the 22-21 advantage on your Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Great serve sets up Rocky. So they'll get a chance again. Bodies hit the deck here. A little miscommunication, some tripped up feet. And a lift called against Rocky, as that one kind of got right into the elbow of Taylor Wolf when she was trying to force it up. So Western will have the serve here, trailing by 10, 22-12. Morgan Kirch, the service. This one comes up left side. Bella Bryan leading the way for Rocky today with kills. Great dig there. Bryan will send it over. Set to the middle, and another great play by Danielle Martin, set up by Kaylee Fritz. I feel like Western right now, they're a little bit out of this set, but trying to get momentum, get scoring plays that work. Hopefully bring it with them into that fourth set.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They were just getting it going.
Just getting a little bit of momentum before the net ball. So Rocky leading this one 23-13. And back is your All-American Ayla Embry, the senior, serving up for Rocky. She'll dig this one out, keep it alive. And that one is in. Boy, great play out of Danielle Martin again and again and again. She's really kind of come to fire here in this third set.
She certainly has.
You know, the middles are what got these two teams here. Their great play. That's what keeping Western alive in this one. As that serve a second consecutive for Montana Western into the net. And Rocky will have it here on set point for set number 3, leading 24-14 on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Seeley with the serve. Handled by the Bulldogs. They'll set it up to the middle again. Back over far side. And that one is out of bounds just by a hair. Point goes to Montana Western. Rocky was hoping for a touch there, but that one just missed the line.
And they aren't dead yet.
Right, right.
Still hanging on.
Yeah, Western's got the Lazarus thing going. As Goddard, the serve here. This one will come up to the middle. Boy, big swing out of Oakland. I love the double attack there. Another big swing by Bella Bryan. And a big block there by Oakland. They'll send it back over. Defense leading to offense here for Rocky. Off-speed pitch from Nez. Back up and off the hands of Blythe Seeley. Sophomore out of Roundup. Just creeped in a little too far on that one. You'll see it.
And that was a great quick set.
Yeah, Western was able to attack and score it there. The Bulldogs serving here. 24-16 your score. Big swing. That one's blocked out of bounds once more for Montana Western, and Rocky Mountain College takes set number 3, 25-26. We'll bring you back here for the fourth set with Rocky leading 2-1 here on the SWX Game of the Week.
Mountain Dew. You might want to stop staring. Stop staring at the delicious Mountain Dew Spark.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
We've been around for a while now, 100 years in fact, and in that time, we've weathered some storms, seen some changes. And while that's no small feat, at Opportunity Bank, we don't measure success in time. We measure it by the impact we've made. We measure it by the success of the families, communities, and businesses we've served. After all, to us, there's no better investment than the people of Montana. We're celebrating our 100th year in business, and we're calling it the Big 100. It's a celebration of this community, the good people who live here, and the businesses we've helped build across 100 years. We've been serving Montanans to the very best of our ability for the past century. And this year, we plan to tell 100 stories, share 100 lessons, and give 100 gifts. Here's to the next 100 years.
Busy is good. I'm feeling stronger.
When treating drug and alcohol addiction, it is a myth that you cannot quit tobacco as well.
I can work harder, longer, since I quit.
In fact, those who quit tobacco during treatment are 25% more likely to stay sober.
Feeling constructive rather than destructive.
Decrease your risk of relapse while saving money and improving your health. Quit tobacco now.
I'm finally feeling better.
This is how we play. Play with power. How we put a team together. This is how we pass on greatness. Because with this team to inspire us, there's nothing we can't do. Pepsi, play to inspire.
Welcome back here to the Frontier Conference Championship game. Sean Ryan and Adele Johnson sitting along with you as Rocky takes out one 25-16. In that third set, Rocky hit for a 167 mark and limited Montana Western to just an 80% attack efficiency. Boy, their front line played so good. They forced Western to play a little bit scattered, and the Battling Bears have the momentum right now.
They absolutely do, and I think the two missed serves towards the end of the set really hurt Western. They were starting to get a little momentum, and that just killed it.
Trying to carve their way back as we get set for this one. Rocky Mountain College will have the serve. As we look at the stats for both of these teams, you know, Rocky's got 39 kills, Western's got 36. Rocky hitting for a 124 mark for the whole match, Western at a 107. As Brooke Ark sets this one up and over. Rocky's got 3 service acers to Western's 1 as well, as that one is out of bounds and the point goes to the Battling Bears. You know, I think their sideline can feel it too. You just got to win this one, right? No need to go 5. They already played their 5-set match last night against University of Providence. Rocky will set this one up to the near side, and boy, she has been excellent all afternoon long. And that's McKenna Bushman. Looking at Bushman, she's now got double-digit kills for the Battling Bears. She's got 10 kills and hitting at a 233 mark.
And Western just needs a really good, oh, see, there we go again, a really good pass up to their setter so they can kill it.
As Western tries to keep that one alive, but that'll be 2 hits from the same player, and the point goes to the Battling Bears. And Western right away wants to call timeout just like they did a set ago. So we'll be back after this on the Frontier Conference Championship match on SWX.
At Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience 1, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. You'll learn to be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
John Ryan and Adele Johnson bringing you Frontier Conference Tournament Championship action here from Kelvin Sampson Court, the Hyper Complex in Butte, Montana. And boy, Butte has treated Rocky really well today as they lead 2-1 and 3-0 here in this 4th set, playing at a really high level, both on offense and on defense, as that one is tipped out of bounds and another point for Rocky Mountain College. They just seem to be taking any chance to steal momentum away from Western. You know, they call timeout, trying to stall Rocky's momentum, and Rocky responds by getting a great kill.
Well, and Western just seems to have a tip, and Rocky comes back, roaring back with a kill. So that's the difference.
We'll see if there's a spark there as Peyton Vogel able to get one on the board for the Bulldogs, who trail Rocky Mountain College 4-1 here. They're also trailing by a set. That's 2 sets to 1 on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Jazzy Smith able to find the line on that serve, giving the Bulldogs their second service ace of the day. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Just barely catches it. Rocky will respond here as Bushman. That one just a little bit mistimed. It never got above the tape on the attack.
She probably should have tried to tip that one instead of swing away. A little bit low.
Well, and we've seen Rocky be effective with that push ball. Play the tip or the push, not the full swing. We'll see what they do this time as Nez, big swing at the net, sent back their way. Oakland with the attack, and Montana Western's going to get called with the 4 touches. As Rocky will send it back to serve. This is Lainey Wilkins. Gets her serving instructions from head coach Yang Yang, who's in her 4th season. This one goes up, attacked, and boy, put away for Rocky by Taylor Wolf. That's Wolf's 6th kill of the contest, hitting for around 100 in the match.
She said, "Thank you for that set."
Yeah, I'll take it, I'll use it. And she scored it. Swing there. That was Kopp. As Western will look to respond. Goddard back to Kopp. Arc with the dig. Rocky sends it over, and that one's going to find the floor before it finds the hand. Boy, Rocky, all the momentum in the world right now. They are jazzed up. They're having fun.
They sure are. They can feel it.
They can feel that they got that 2-1 lead and a 7-3 lead here in the 4th set on that Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Swing there, and that one is out. No touch. Western was looking for it. Vogel timed that one up quite well, but just a little bit too deep.
Oh, and she only had 1 blocker up on her, too.
Yeah, you wonder if that's not affecting them. Good swing out of Olsen. Back up, play it to tape. And Rocky, again, momentum is continuing to just flood their way. Back to serve for Rocky Mountain College. It's Lainey Wilkins again. Boy, awesome when you can get your first and your second set servers to go on rallies like this. The offense is keeping up, and that one is out of bounds. Point to the Batlin Bears. You wonder when Western's going to burn that second and final timeout here of the set. They called their first one when they trailed 3-0.
Oh, you hate to do it this early.
I know. Yeah, we got to the final 10 points of yesterday's set, or of the previous set, and didn't have any timeouts left.
Western's coach just breathed a sigh of relief. She didn't have to call that.
Goddard checks out, and checking in for Rocky is Danielle Martin. Back to serve. Again, Elise Palmer, just a freshman. She served the ball really well for the Bulldogs today. That one in, handled by Arc. Set up by Seeley. They'll send it up and over, and Rocky able to put that one away. Boy, another great play by Taylor Wolf. We started the set with Taylor Wolf having 5 kills. Now she's quickly got 7. And hitting for a 136 mark currently.
Oh, she was camped there. She was ready.
Serve up and over. Western will handle it. Swing by Olsen. Arc will have to set it up on the near side. Bushman, and Bushman able to find that one on the way in, just off the fingertips of Kaylee Fritz. And boy, Rocky out to a 12-4 advantage here. See on this Pepsi replay. Embry is just everywhere for Rocky Mountain College. Ball up left side, Kopp. Wolf sets it up, and look at that. She gets credit with an assist. The old dig assist there. Rocky defense leading to offense. And Bushman again puts it away. Gilder with the serve.
Oh.
Boy, and a quick set there. Great play call by Western. As Danielle Martin, she's done nothing but impress us the last set and a half. Yeah, Martin has now got 7 kills. She's hitting for a 211 mark.
Excellent percent.
Swing out of Bushman, and that one is blocked into the aerial. Hits the pole, and Rocky will get credit for the point there. Yeah, just a free swing here, and you'll see those Western hands just a little bit pointed out.
Just a little bit.
14-5 here. I have a feeling if Rocky scores here, Western might call a timeout. Or maybe they'll go to the bench. Looks like they're going to the bench. They're going to bring Morgan Stenger in. She's out of Columbia Falls. She's a senior, standing 6'1". They're going to kind of change that lineup in the front. Also moving in is Ramia Went, a senior from Eugene, Oregon. As the Battling Bears lead 15-5. And a smart play there by Coach Katie Lovett. You know, call subs here, so maybe you don't have to burn a timeout, but maybe that changes some momentum, steals some thunder from Rocky.
Yeah, it could certainly change the dynamic. Just like that.
Hey, look at that. It's like we know what we're talking about here. 15-6 your score is. Kopp sends that one over. Rocky tries to respond, but it just never quite got above the tape. Little miscommunication there. 15-6. Casagrande serving. She's also a senior on this squad, and she gets credit with an ace. Her first ace of the day, the third for the Bulldogs.
Maybe a little miscommunication there. Who was going to get that serve?
15-7 now. A tip ball sent over by Seeley. Rocky defensively is just everywhere. And that swing is just a hair outside. And Western is on a little rally here. Where you see the set, and it's just a hair bit outside. Great job by Wendt getting out of the way of that one.
They keep giving them line.
Yes, they do. That one finds its way in off the hands. Boy, a big attack for Rocky. Again, Taylor Wolf. Wolf now 9 kills in the match. Make it 10.
Wow.
Western set to the middle. Stenger with the attack. Back over, and look at that. Nez picking up right where she left off.
Looks like they couldn't quite get their blockers there to seal the net. No, they only had one up.
Only one up, but play at the net, and they're going to call Western with the violation and give Rocky the ball and the point. 18-8 is your score. You've got to think Western is going to be pretty close to calling that second and final timeout.
Yes.
Well, maybe not. Look at that. Turns out I don't know what I'm talking about. 18-9 here. Rocky just 7 points away from claiming the Frontier Conference championship. Happy to be bringing in this volleyball contest here on SWX. Rocky to the middle. Boy, and a big swing out of Bella Bryan. Off the hands, off the touch, well into the stands. As Western will go back to the bench now. Bring it back in, Jazzy Smith. Serving for Rocky. Blythe Seeley. Set to the middle to Vogel. She'll go push with that offhand. Back to Nez. Nez nearly puts it away. Pushed over by Vogel. Back up. Big swing by Bryan. This Western team is scrappy and they never give up. Set to the middle, Nez, and that one finds its way in. She has officially got the hot hand. Heating up.
Well, Western just couldn't get a hard hit. They kept tipping the ball over, and in the end, it comes down to Rocky hitting it down. You never want to get in the tippy game.
No, you need strong swings or it's going to be a long afternoon for you. As Rocky will try and push that one over, but they actually had 2 touches on the net play, so they'll get called for 4. So Western still holding on to that final timeout. And it is a 20-10 contest. As Western will step back, Kaylee Fritz to serve. This one, back row. Kind of an awkward exchange. Goddard sets it up behind her. And boy, a great little drop ball. She went off speed again, and Jazzy Smith able to score that one. Instead of hitting through those Rocky hands, she finally just decided, I'm just going to barely glance it off of them.
Yep, she rolled it right in. It's so hard to pick up a ball with your blockers coming down and touching it.
Seeley sets up Bryan. Back over far side. Smith, and boy, that was a swing. That was an absolute swing. That ball got down in a hurry, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Rocky leading 20-12 here on the Opportunity Bank scoreboard. Your SWX Game of the Week.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Welcome back. Frontier Conference Tournament Championship action here as Rocky Mountain College has built themselves a 20-12 lead. Rocky currently hitting .429 here in this 4th set. Playing incredibly well as Western has the serve. This one comes up. A big swing off the tape, off the hands of Goddard. They'll send it back up and over. Right side, swing by Oakland. And Oakland able to put that one away. Looking at her numbers today. Oakland, now she's got 9 kills. Rocky is very, very close to having 4, possibly 5 players have double-digit kills in today's match. Swing up. Vogel. That one is off and a little bit too far outside. And Arc will go back to serve once again. (22-12) Opportunity Bank scoreboard. This one is up. Olsen will have to send it up and over. Thought about Nez. They give it back to Oakland. Goddard will send the free ball over. Nez off speed, and they're going to call a double on Montana Western. Boy, Rocky's done such a great job of just reading the play at the net and consistently changing what they're trying to do.
Absolutely. That was a very smart move instead of swinging away. And she really couldn't. That set was too low for her by the time she got there.
Able to adapt as Smith puts that one right into the hands of Nez. Another block to her credit. And Rocky is a point away from winning the Frontier Conference Championship after this big block by Nez. The Battling Bears, Brooke Ark with it. 24-12. This one goes up. Goddard to Smith. Play at the net. Kept alive. Olsen finds it in and will extend the match by a point. And we'll keep playing. Smith puts that one into the hands, and then they just go quick set, and they say, all right, time to put one away.
They finally went to their outsides and got a point.
Jazzy Smith with the serve there. This one set up, and right in the middle, Nez able to put it away. And Rocky Mountain College will win your Frontier Conference Tournament Championship. We'll come back here with postgame after this on SWX.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of our trophy, please welcome Frontier.
Since before the birth of America, the Army National Guard has stood ready to answer the call to defend and protect the nation. Army National Guard soldiers share in an enduring commitment to serve their state in times of crisis and defend their nation in times of conflict. The men and women of the Army National Guard serve part-time in their own communities and have a stake in its continued security. To learn all about the benefits of becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com.
Now's the time to get into Butte Auto and custom build your own ride just the way you want it. Choose from 9 brands and compare them all at one location. Don't wait. Take advantage of our VIP appointment or stay where you are and shop easily from ButteAuto.com. At Butte Auto, we believe in exceptional service and an easy buying process. Easy buying process. Contact one of our 4 dealerships and custom build your next ride at Butte Auto today.
We are driven by an unquenchable desire for knowledge, for the truth that lay just outside our grasps. We are meant for more, made for more. We are unwilling to ignore that which calls to us, that which will transform us. With joy and curiosity, we will boldly find our path in a world of unknowns. At Carroll College, we are here for the adventure.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Frontier Conference Championship action here at Kelvin Sampson Court, and we finally decided on a winner, and it's Rocky Mountain College, the number 2 overall seed coming into the tournament, able to get the win 25-23, 23-25, 25-16, and then 25-13 in that 4th set, and they're getting their trophy, and they are very excited. They played incredibly well with the 3-1 win, and boy, they just put it together. They hit for 455 at the net in that 4th set, and they really kind of caught momentum after that first set.
Yeah, that first set, boy, Bulldogs were on fire, and I thought this would for sure go to 5. But by the last set, they just lost that momentum. They really just couldn't get their offense going.
Yeah, they played incredibly well. In a great tournament for both squads. Rocky ended up winning a 5-set thriller over Providence last night. Able to start a little slow today, but then able to battle back and win the next 3 sets. Let's look at our player of the game. For Rocky Mountain College, it was Bella Bryan. She's had 13 kills, had 4 digs. She played incredibly well, and she really was what got Rocky going in the second, third, and fourth set.
Absolutely, and for an outside hitter to also be really good at digging and picking up those balls, she did an incredible job for her team.
Oh, and we'll look at our play of the game here on SWX. As you know, we had a play of the game brought to you now by 1-800-QUIT-NOW. This is that last play of the game, the one that capped it off for Rocky Mountain College. And look at the jubilation for them as Nez was able to put this one away. Again, defense leading to offense, and you knew they were going to attack the middle, and they finally did. And it was that final match point for Rocky Mountain College, able to get the win in this one in an awesome contest. They are excited. They just got their trophy. They're taking pictures, and they are having a great time, and they win the Frontier Conference's automatic bid into that NAIA National Tournament, which will start next week, starts next Saturday, and we'll have to look at the pairings when they come out on Monday and see where they go.
Well deserved. They played an excellent match today. I'll be excited to see how they do in the next step of this tournament.
We'll see how many representatives come out of the Frontier Conference, but your automatic qualifier winning the tournament, the number 2 seed Rocky Mountain College, winning it in 3-1 over Montana Western, the number 6 seed. Not the matchup we planned on, but a great matchup nonetheless, and a great result for the Battling Bears here on SWX. For Adele Johnson, I'm Sean Ryan. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's match, and happy to bring you Frontier Conference Volleyball Championship action here on SWX. Have a great one, and thanks to our great crew for putting on today's broadcast.
Education that works. That's our purpose. But it's more than a purpose. It's a promise. A promise that your education is about more than a piece of paper. It's about a career. Learn more at msun.edu.
Now's the time to get into Butte Auto and custom build your own ride just the way you want it. Choose from 9 brands and compare them all at one location. Don't wait. Take advantage of our VIP appointment or stay where you are and shop easily from ButteAuto.com. At Butte Auto, we believe in exceptional service and an easy buying process. Easy buying process. Contact one of our 4 dealerships and custom build your next ride at Butte Auto today.
There's something different here, in the air and in the attitude. It's the tight-knit community, complemented by bigger thinking and even bigger innovation. It's high-tech labs with sweeping Rocky Mountain views. It's a place where research, innovation, and ideas are matched by an understanding of why it all matters in the first place. Here at Montana Tech, you can realize your potential, fuel your passion, and find your path. Join us.